Welcome. My name is Chris Montana, and I'm the CEO and Program Director here at IAMed. I've spent the last 15 years in the aeromedical industry and 20 plus years in public safety. I've worked in roles from firefighter paramedic to critical care flight paramedic, base regional educator, and operations manager, opening up bases throughout the Western United States, which often led to outside agency outreach and training. When I was in the field, I consistently ran into the same problem and pain point, and that was, how do I deliver high quality education to my line staff? It was often time consuming, and it took a lot of energy and a lot of resources. This is why I became so passionate about education and training that I co-founded IAMed. What is IAMed? IAMed is a service-disabled veteran-owned business who specializes in in-person and online medical education and training. We allow educators to be educators again. We've worked with clients such as Air Methods, North Memorial Air Care, Acadian Ambulance, Grady EMS, Lehigh Valley Health Network, San Bernardino County Fire, and many, many more throughout the United States and abroad. And if you're like those agencies, you have definitely run into these common pain points. Talk about building your curriculum from scratch. How much time and energy does that take from you that you're not able to deliver now to hands-on component in elevating your program, elevating your agency, and treating your students' deficiencies? When you talk about manually training new hires time and time again, wouldn't it be nice if they all showed up and they were at about the same level, instead of having some at various and they're not ready to really take off on day one? What about consistently researching to stay current? Medicine and medical education is fluid. It's very dynamic. What about having access to an LMS portal where you can upload your own education, your own training? You can assign your own courses to your staff, and you can dictate learning paths. So that way you can have a new hire solution, or a flight academy solution, or even a continuing education solution, and you get to dictate that. Really dynamic departments oftentimes look at what their QA process are, and then the very next quarter, they're implementing training and education to meet those efficiencies with their staff. You can do it on a base level, an education level, a regional level, or a program level. When you talk about struggling to pass an advanced certification exam, like the FPC or CFRN, what about traveling in services to bring staff in, repositioning apparatus, taking them out of their first due, delaying their response times, or taking them out of service in general? Well, the good news is, we have a solution that fixes and directly solves all of those problems I just mentioned. Don't have the time to build your entire curriculum from scratch? IAMed releases 5 new courses through the CME Collective every week, and we have world-renowned and industry-respected curriculum throughout our program. The Flight Medical Provider course, our POCUS course, our MCAD course that directly talks about mechanical circulatory assist devices and invasive monitoring. Don't get bogged down with manually training new hires time and time again. Streamline that process so that way they can get spun up before they show up on day one. You always want to be mobile. You want to be friendly. You want to have access. All of our content is universally accredited by CAPCE for the EMTs and paramedics, California BRN for the nurses, and we're accepted by the IBSC and the BCN for those advanced certification exams and recertifications. Is your staff tired of traveling in? Does that take time and energy? Yes, it does. They can do all of this remotely, online, and on demand. We also offer in-person services to come to your agency and get hands-on as well. Is your team struggling to pass an advanced certification exam? Well, the Flight Medical Provider course enjoys some of the industry's highest pass rates. So I invite you to get in touch with me personally down below by filling out the form and making a time to meet with me. I would love to go over your educational pain points and seeing how we can overcome those and set your program or agency up for success moving forward. Thank you very much for your time. I look forward to meeting you.